YouTube. Let me know when we're good on Facebook. We're good? We're good? All right. We're live. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want to know the real reason you haven't hit your current trading goals? And guess what? It's not your fault, and it's not that my way is the best way, but actually an honest look at what and who we are as a trader. This should enlighten everything you think about trading and everything and more. I'm going to bring that to you. I'm probably going to need more than one episode, but if you give me your time today, I promise you over the course of it, I will change your life. I am Mark Melnick. This is the Newsbeat Show. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Newsbeat Show. I want to thank Dr. Gandevani for this presentation today, of course. And before I go ahead and continue on, I want to let you know and actually enlighten you to issues. I feel almost as gurus. We don't take enough responsibility for helping you succeed. I mean, it's very easy for me to fall back on a very consistent, phenomenally high Sharpe ratio, phenomenally high hit rate P&L, and just say, well, here here's what I'm doing. I'm sharing every trade with you guys in a real-time setting, and I'm making money and I'm doing very well. And to my absolute pleasure, I have noticed for the first time like 8 months ago that again, I don't have trading account statements from everyone, but just based on everyone, my guess is that around 70 to 75% of Newsbeat Live members are consistently profitable. And I know that is a very extremely bold statement to stay. But instead of just basking in the potential glorification of something that is just so phenomenally, outlandishly beautiful, to the point where such words should only be uttered upon, on a museum wall or etched upon stone, I want to actually stop and say, let's move that aside. Why are the other people not successful? Now, I'm not delusional. I'm not delusional at all, ladies and gentlemen. It's very easy for me to just simply fall back and say, well, 100% of no trading room, 100% of nowhere will become successful traders no matter what I do. But why shouldn't I shoot for 100%? You know what? If you haven't been successful, it's people like me. It's our fault because we haven't been able to get you there. And for all the people who have found success in our room, I'll take credit for that as well. But besides for taking credit for those who do well, how about how about we take a little you ready? How about we take a little responsibility for those who haven't? And let me show you my response. I think you will really appreciate my retort here because what I do is if I give this much effort and I'm able to get a vast majority of people successful, what happened to the other chunk of people? Should we just forget about them and say follow the system that everyone else is doing well? I'm ready to enlighten you. By watching this video, you agree to hold me, Mark Melnick, and T3 Live harmless and not responsible for anything portrayed. Okay, let's go ahead. So I want to talk about, over my 12 years, looking into personality traits and my experience trading and mentoring and coaching and whatnot. And of course, reading very successful psychology reports and whatnot, thousands of them I've read which makes me feel like I'm already like a psychology major, even though I'm a college dropout, so I don't have a degree in anything. But I want to talk to you about a trading personality profile. And it's basically a tool that I want to use here to identify personality traits that can be your strengths and those that could be your weaknesses when it comes to trading. What if, I'll prove it to you, what if no matter how much you affirmed in your beliefs that tomorrow that you were going to follow your system, or you swore that today you were going to let your profits run, it would have absolutely no effect whatsoever. You want me to repeat that? What if you told yourself you're going to follow this system? You swore it. You wrote it down on paper. You tattooed it on your face and backwards on your face so when you look in a mirror, you could read it legibly. What if I told you it would have absolutely no effect whatsoever on your trading? How many people can relate to that? Come on. You promised yourself something, and then when it comes to the market, it's like everything stops. What if, even with the addition of my VWAP or other new indicators that I'm using consistently and so many people around you with this phenomenal, uncanny accuracy, you would still not realize your trading goals? What if your personality was in direct conflict with your chosen method of trading? If you have the personal characteristics suited to a mechanical system of trading and you are practicing discretionary trading, then you will undoubtedly experience loss and frustration. And the opposite is just as true. Traders are best suited to discretionary trading who are trading using a mechanical system. These people will not consistently follow that system. It is not for your lack of discipline. It is not for your lack of desire. It's your personalities are just not congruent with that type of trading. And to follow a method or system that is in conflict with your personality is nearly impossible. To solve a real problem, and it's very easy to point out what's wrong with you. It's very hard to point out a solution. It's very hard to take responsibility. That's why nobody out there, no guru out there will ever take responsibility. They're profitable. I'm profitable. It's you, bro. It's you, girl. It's all on you. But how about we just cut the nonsense and the BS for just just one moment. Just one moment. Because to solve a real problem, a real solution must be offered. Speculative solutions are only temporary. Any approach without an in depth assessment of a trader's personality traits may produce a few motivational sparks, but it will not have any lasting influence with regard to modifying your behavior. An individual personality is a cumulative effect of three major factors: in it and inherent tendencies, the culture and the environment, and your personal experience. And according to research out there, approximately 50% of our personality is shaped by our dispositions and our tendencies. Therefore, to be a successful trader, it is imperative that you have a working knowledge of your personality traits. With these in mind, a trading style, system, or methodology that is compatible with your trading personality profile can then be chosen to produce a desirable performance. The compatibility of one's personality traits with the trading style and method chosen is the most important factor in the making of a successful trader. Knowing your personality traits allows you to choose the particular trading strategy or method which is best suited for you, thereby drawing upon your strengths and reducing the impact of your weaknesses for better trading performance. And if you believe that you really do not have any weaknesses, ladies and gentlemen, you're not going to absorb one word that I have to say. We are all human, and I promise you, you have more weaknesses than strengths. I guarantee you could be the best trader in the world. You have way more weaknesses than strengths. Like it's just like not even comparable. That's okay though. What I'm telling you, it just means you're human. So don't get offended by that. So, for arranging your trading environment, choosing a trading system or methodology for overcoming these habits that negatively affect your trading performance, and identifying behavior which is in direct conflict with your trading systems and methodologies is an invaluable tool for creating practical solutions for whatever the market's obstacles that are thrown at you on a day by day basis. And using this, we are able to act from a place of self knowledge and then customize a trading plan that is suited to our needs. You see, the funny thing, ladies and gentlemen, about trading gurus such as myself is that the courses that we make are 99.9% BS. They're 99.9% nonsense because they are not designed, because every single trader is a unique individual, and these trading courses aren't designed for an individual. They're designed for the masses. That is why the Bandit course I created, which, by the way, I've been told by such gentleman and individual that it is the most innovative course that he has ever seen in his entire life. The reason why is my Newsbeat Bandit course does not, and I'm not even giving you a link for the course, by the way. Go find it yourself. But I'm just, and he's so mean. No, I'm not here to pitch you. I'm here to help you, which is why I'm not giving you a link to prove that to you, that I'm not trying to sell you something. The point of the course is that you can take and learn psychology and use differentiating strategies, which the course says that you should use, whether they're my strategies or not. And when it comes to decision making, in additional to personality traits, we must also look into how we as individuals process this information. How do we make decisions? Well, let's talk about some of the trading traps to which traders often fall prey. I mean, are you guys still with? Do you guys want me to continue this? Are you guys with me? I'm on a little bit of a. Okay. Mark Melnick does not believe in the use of drugs, nor does he do drugs. I don't even really drink alcohol. The last drink I've actually had was at the T3 Christmas party. Go figure. Our decision making and analysis processes, or lack thereof, play critical roles within our trading. And by avoiding these pitfalls or traps in our decision making process, we will avoid pitfalls in our trading as well. So, yes, what we do around in life has an effect in our trading. When put into simple terms, trading methodologies and systems are nothing more than decision support systems. They help us to make decisions from a clear and concise reference point. And as humans, we are 100% emotional beings. And although we would like to believe that we make rational, informed decisions, it's really not the case, ladies and gentlemen. It's proven scientifically. In fact, most of the time we make emotional decisions and then the brain tries to create a rational reason for our actions so we feel better about it. As you can see, personality traits and decision-making processes are obviously crucial to your success as a trader. And without a working knowledge of your personality traits and the possible implications they're going to have on your trading, reaching your trading goals is more hit or miss than anything else. Now I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. I know what you're thinking. You're going to say to me, Mark, I know. And I don't even like, if you think I'm mimicking like a person in particular, like you're wrong. I'm like sort of making fun of myself more than anything. You might say, Mark, I know there's successful traders out there who know nothing about this. And you're right, and that may be true, but those traders are successful because they have instinctively and intuitively found a method or system that fits with their personalities. They have also found ways to make their decision making efficient and effective. And through trial and error, they have been able to identify self defeating behaviors and to form new habits that serve their trading goals. And this is by no means an impossible task. However, if you have ever talked to these traders and asked them how much time and effort it has taken them to get to where they are today, or how much money they have spent to reach their goals as successful traders, then I'm sure you will agree that it was a long, arduous, and expensive journey. And figuring out who you are as a trader is about shortening the journey. That is why I am here. I want to shorten the journey no matter how long it would have normally taken you to become a successful professional trader. It's about saving time and money. It's also about saving the most precious resource of all, something I talk about for years, your emotional and psychological capital. Okay, so we're going to talk about strategies and how they actually fit with your psychology. As I freely admit, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to need to do a series on this, and I am almost ready. Hopefully, I'm going to be working with T3 to release a quiz to you guys so you can identify yourself, find out your own answers completely, anonymously, however you would like to do it, and figure out your own answers and apply the right things. And then what I'm going to do is after you actually understand where you are, if you haven't watched my video that talks about the most important part of trading, definitely watch that because this is a little follow through. What I'm going to do afterwards, after this video, is we're going to create the quiz and then I'm going to give you answers regarding if you scored high in certain areas. I'm going to tell you your weaknesses and strengths and what you could do to address them. And that is going to be the first bridge ever that is completely designed to fixing an individual trader. We can land an expletive rover on Mars, as I like to say. We could test the soil samples. We could see if there was water. We could test for previous life. We could ride there. We could take color images. We could do all these great things. But you are telling me that we today in this age cannot create a damn strategy that is uniquely designed to help you as an individual. You're telling me we can't do that? Of course we can. We're just a bunch of I don't want to put I don't want to put myself down, but yes, us gurus are lazy people. We are lazy. We generally don't go to these lengths. I mean, it took me what 12 years as a guru to go to the lengths in which I'm going through today to help you. This is by no means, it's like, could you imagine, like, Mark, clean up your room? That's either my mother, my father, or my wife, or all of the above. I'll let you ding guess that one. But point being, I am going to help you as an individual. I'm going to help you identify your weaknesses through a simple quiz. And then I'm going to create an entire series of videos here, in which is going to help you address those things. And once you have determined your trading personality profile, you will have in front of you the most powerful information that you can find as an individual for maximizing your trading performance. Can you tell I'm a little worked up on this? Can you tell I'm a little excited? That is the pleasure that I'm getting, knowing that I am going to succeed for a lot of you. That is my pleasure, knowing that people who are watching this video and give it the full time and slap the like button right now if you like it and share it with somebody. Again, I'm not monetizing this video or whatever. I don't get a paycheck from YouTube or Facebook for doing these videos. I'm actually trying to do something out there that goes beyond the chart. And if you want me to sit here and point at chart patterns, I batted 100% today. I batted 100. Everything I touched today worked. Do I really care about showing you that pattern right now? I really don't, because I want to help you for the future and I want to permanently put you in the right place to be a successful trader. So, your trading personality profile is going to be closely compared with that of an ideal trader personality profile model for specific types of trading. So, what I'm going to help you do is the help that I'm going to give you, my style of trading might actually not be good for you. How's that? How's that for a little honesty? It's not my way or the highway. How about I'm going to help you discover yourself and then you will have the answer for what's best for you. Okay? How's that for a little bit of guru honesty out there? The key word here is ideal because few, if any, traders are an exact match with any model on Wall Street. It is at this point that developmental or complementary strategies come into play. And how closely you match a particular style of trading will determine what types of strategies will be used to bring you as an individual closer to your ideal trading model. Sounds brilliant, doesn't it? Sounds brilliant, doesn't it? It is brilliant. It is way beyond my intelligence. I am just the bridge builder in between, trying to build the bridge between trading and this. That is me. I am the dude, like, you could be like, wow, I could drive from Brooklyn to Staten Island. I was the dude hammering the nails in on the Verrazano Bridge. That's all I am. I did not make up the fee for the tolls. in some countries they would consider that a criminal offense. But anyway, in general, developmental strategies are used for behavior modification and are going to involve working with your beliefs and your value systems to affect change that will help you as a personal individual to realize your trading goals. And complementary strategies are typically used to handle personality traits that may directly conflict with your trading goals. Certain personality traits that may keep you from performing trading tasks in an efficient or consistent manner, while complementary strategies are used to minimize the influence of those traits and still allow you to realize your goals as a trader. There are certain strategies that allow you to overcome your weaknesses, ladies and gentlemen, is exactly the layman's term of what I am trying to tell you right now. We all know what trading offers. It offers us so many opportunities, you know, when we're successful at trading. We have freedom, we have intellectual challenges. It's exciting. We have a potential very lucrative career, but is it suitable for everyone? How do you know if trading is right for you? Or rather, and even more importantly, are you right for trading? And when choosing any path or career, there are fundamental questions that must be asked. Before pursuing a career in the fast paced world of trading, potential traders really need to ask themselves the following: one, do I know how to trade? And two, if I think I do know how to trade, then do I know how to do it effectively? There are two key elements involved in successful trading. 20 years as active intraday, there are only two key elements here. There are a lot of subcategories. The first is technical knowledge, and this involves the mechanics of a specific methodology or system that you are going to follow. The second involved is the element of the trader's ability to carry out the methods or systems specific trade setups or recommendations or whatever it is in which they're looking to do. And this aspect of trading is rooted in the trader's psychology. Although many traders have developed a viable trading system and know how to use it, the fact remains that most are unable to implement their own system's recommendations. And it would be wise for you to know if you have the proper psychological profile for a particular style of trading before you invest your time and money in learning a trading methodology or purchasing any system. It does not matter how profitable a system may be. If you do not have the proper psychological profile to use it, you are not going to be able to take full advantage of the system's potential. And to reiterate, trading performance is based on two major factors. Again, to reiterate, you have the trading system or methodology here, and you have the behavior of the trader in relation to the system, the trader's psychology. And the trading method or system that encompasses trading knowledge, market research, proper backtesting, statistical analysis, money management, etc. The trader's behavior refers to all the emotional and cognitive factors that may influence trading decisions in relation to their trading system. So, I'm going to discuss the main characteristics of a sound trading system without offering you any system to use. However, before you decide to use either a mechanical or a discretionary trading system, you need to analyze it to make sure it is compatible with your own personality traits. I will have a system for you to analyze your own personality traits. So let us, for now, and again, I'm going to need more time than one video if I'm going to change your life. I it's just the simple I really wish I just had like 6 to 10 hours to just work with you and I could probably compile it all into one thing. But for now, let's talk about the two different systems and what most gurus are actually offering you. So, whether you decide to employ this subjective methodology or a mechanical system, whether it's rule based or software based, when selecting or creating a trading method, you should consider the following things. Does it have entry point, exit point, money management, market focus, and any personalization of the method? And as long as you are able to I would say as long as you're able to assess these things and have the personalization of the methodology that befits your trader's psychological profile, as long so in English, basically, as long as the system you're implementing is good for you, you will be good for it. It's almost like almost the chicken or the egg story. It's like, so should somebody who plays basketball jump high? Or I could ask you, does somebody who jumps high, should they play basketball? It's really all in the same arena. And, the significant impact on trading success and performance is your trader psychology. Again, I will spoil you again. I will have something that's going to help you analyze this with a point system. I will help you point out your strengths. I will help you point out your weaknesses. And more important, I will help you even further discover what you should be looking for as an individual trader, whether it's me or whether it's somebody else. At least we can have an honest conversation about it, and I can show you how to exploit your strengths while minimizing or completely eliminating your weaknesses. And many individuals and traders spend fortunes purchasing trading systems and spend countless hours developing these systems, yet they're really unable to reap the benefits of their systems. Some traders pay close attention to back testing when choosing a profitable system. Some spend time paper trading, which is obviously trading fake money account, without any consideration of their own personality traits or compatibility with the system's variables. Do you already see how badly you've been screwing up all along if you're unable to make money? You did not take you into account while looking at a trading system. It's like me watching LeBron James and saying, all right, screw it. I'm going to be LeBron James. And then I go on the basketball court. I'm not as quick as him. I'm not as strong as him. I don't shoot as well as him. I can't, dunk so hard over people's faces that I could hospitalize them. And all of a sudden, I'm just not LeBron James, and I'm just enjoying it from afar. And a lot of the gurus out there, that's all you're doing. You're just enjoying us from afar. That's what you're doing. Not everyone. Not everyone. A lot of people are partaking and being part of that. But what I'm going to do is I am going to help you get one step closer. My biggest regret is not doing a video like this 20 years ago when I had no idea what I was doing. That's my biggest regret. And suppose you did purchase a system and it's based on this phenomenal great past performance, and you did your homework checking out the system's performance by back testing, forward testing, paper trading, and now all of a sudden you are ready to follow this system, right? You place your orders and then you realize that the system's protective stop is too much for you to bear. That is very common when somebody comes to you, says buy here, stop here, take profit here. Buy at 50, get stopped out at 49, hit a take profit at 52. It's 2 to 1 in your favor. And then all of a sudden you notice when the stock goes from 50 to $49.40 and you're down 60 cents, all of a sudden the hard stop you put in place, you couldn't even respect that in the first place. Can I get an 11 if you know what I'm talking about? So what you do is you place an arbitrary stop which you are more comfortable with, and you subsequently get stopped out and have a losing trade. And you may repeat this same behavior a few times and then you decide that the system is not for you. And one thing you might have done would be to look at the system's risk factor, stop loss, etc., and see if it is agreeable with your own risk tolerance, which is a significant part of your trading personality, and I'm going to help you again discover that. And other traders out there in the industry, they're just going to look at the bottom line profit for the system, but fail to familiarize themselves with the details of how the system has generated that profit. What has the largest drawdown been? What was the maximum number of losing trades that the system had in the row? Is it falling under the 43-57 paradigm where the system they're showing you works between 43 and 57% of the time? And again, that's a psychological number, and it's a very important psychological number because systems that work 40% of the time, it's very easy for you as a trader to get rid of. And systems that work 60% of the time, it's very easy for you to keep. But when you actually win between 43 and 57% of the time, you are actually confusing your brain to know if the system is good or not. And you're just going to keep following it and grinding your reels and getting nowhere. And I'm sure a lot of you know exactly what I'm talking about right now. The only difference is I'm being honest and addressing it, as opposed to ignoring it and flashing a P&L in front of your face. What market did the system, the methodology, the strategy, what market was it trading? The market's very different now than it was. Today we did the lowest volume day of the entire year in the triple Qs. Were you taking it easy today? Was the guru you were following? Was the newsletter you were reading? If you were trading on your own, you just watched these videos. Did something tell you to slow down today? To take it easy? Do you like that type of market in which the system made money in? Is it too slow or too fast for you? It's crucial to choose or develop a system that has variables that are compatible with who you are as a trader. Suppose you are the type of individual who acts on impulse and looks for quick action, which is, again, you're going to score very high in the neuroticism scale, which is, again, one of the tests that we are going to give and offer you. And suppose you like to get into and out of a trade quickly, hopefully with some profit. Now, suppose you have a day trading system, and according to its past performance, this is the best day trading system you could ever hope to find. But there is one catch. On average, the system only has one trade per day. How many people are interested in that system? Now, the first day you begin trading your system, you realize that it is afternoon and it has not generated a single trade. You keep waiting for whatever signal that you're looking to trade, at which point you may be tired, restless, and just enter a position. You know what I call that? I call that the caffeine button on your keyboard. And traders treat their trading accounts as if it were a Keurig coffee machine. Because when they're tired and bored, they hit a button for a little dose of caffeine because it's going to spike your adrenal glands and it's going to, I don't want to get into the science of all of it, but you're going to wake up and it's going to feel like a shot of caffeine for you. And you treat your trading system as if it's a Keurig coffee maker. How ironic. So you're following a system and it didn't generate one trade. You kept waiting for the signal. And two scenarios are possible. The system either generates a signal late in the day, at which point you may be tired and restless and just enter a position in the market without any indication of a signal. Or alternatively, when you finally get your signal to trade, you may feel it is taking too long for the system to give you an exit signal. You become impatient, you exit your trade for a loss or a small profit. And to add insult to injury, at the end of the day, your system shows that you would have, Mr. FOMO, a very nice profit on your screen. And if you are lucky, then you will have not have suffered too much of a loss. It cannot be emphasized enough how important it is when selecting a system to consider the compatibility of its variables with who you are as an individual and your personality traits. So if you notice, shameless plug-in for the Bandits course, which again, I'm not promoting here, but I'm explaining to you why it goes like that. In the Bandit course, you're getting trades immediately because I know sitting there and staring at your screen till 2 o'clock p.m., you're not going to perform as well at that point as you would potentially when the market opens right away in the morning. So the whole strategy is based on time, when, where, and doesn't generate a million different trades. So I will further and I will do more videos talking about the compatibility of this and I will do tests on this. But again, very important for me. If you guys like this information, thumbs up this video. If you guys do not like this information and I don't get this overwhelming support of thumbs up, I will simply create it for the Newsbeat live room exclusively. Again, this is my time, my efforts, my research, trying to, uh, build a bridge between Dr. Gandevani's work and my work as a trader, and trying to build a bridge so that you can discover who you are. No plugins, no promotions. I mean, yeah, whatever. I have, I run the Newsbeat live room here at T3, but if I genuinely want you to succeed, if that is my goal, if my goal really is, I mean, if there really is that one guy out there who's spending so many hours of his life fighting, fighting tooth and nail to ensure that you're successful, I want to be that person. And I will continue to do it. And my quiz is going to be ready very shortly. How it's going to be presented to you in a way, I don't have the timing on that, but my quiz should be done by tomorrow morning and we're going to see how we can move forward from there. After the quiz is given, we will be doing 6 videos which cover the scales of neuroticism and the type of strategies and who you are as a trader that you could follow. And for a large group of you out there, the Newsbeat Live Room will be the perfect place for you. And for a lot of you out there, the Newsbeat Live Room may not be a perfect place for you. But either way, it will inform you as a trader. And you will look back on these videos and you're going to be grateful that a guru with, I don't know what, 3 out of 10, 4 out of 10 on the 1 to 10 scale, on the hotness scale, came to you, looked at you directly in the face, and did everything he could to ensure that you would be successful as a trader. And if you can appreciate that aspect, you could slap the like button and share this with a friend. I hope you guys enjoyed the Newsbeat show. Happy trading, make money. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on the Newsbeat Live trading broadcast. Have a wonderful evening.